I'm Kentaro Nakagomi. I'm working as a creative director for Coherence Rebel. Coherence is the mainly outerwear. Overcoat is our specialty, and focus on 100% made in Japan. And also fabric is exclusively produced in Japan, designed by in-house our design. Unfortunately, this is the 10th anniversary season for us, 2025 autumn and winter season. So originally I was the big fan of the overcoat, so I'm much influenced from the many of the films and outerwear outfit, many of the artists or intellectuals in the past, mainly from 20th century. At the moment, at the beginning, so I couldn't have a good overcoat in the market at the moment, 10 years before. Of course, I can have good vintage items, but that was hint for me. So, okay, I can start my own label, focus on basically overcoat, very romantic, very generous fit. That is the very beginning of the Coherence. After that, I have many of the background from the textile design, and also I have experience to produce many of the items in the overseas. In the same time, I'm based in Tokyo, so that's why I decide as if I started overcoat label, I would like to maximize the potential of the production in Japan. Japan is a good at preciseness and good machinery background and good at stable concentration during the production. So that's why I found Japan is one of the best place to produce good overcoat or outerwear. So that is a whole idea of the Coherence. When I decided to start Coherence, I already know about the potential of the production in Japan, but that is only one element. So in the other side of me, I know I should to put something kind of concept to connect this kind of idea to all around the world. Because of my family background, my interest about many of the culture was cultivated already when I was childhood. So familiar with many of the music and many of the cultures and many of the art or many of the books. That's why very naturally that kind of background guide me to put the inspiration from the past intellectuals or artists combined together. Artist or intellectual is a kind of one of the ideal way of existence for me as a human being. I mean, only by their personality they can connect to everybody else, beyond the culture, beyond the nationality, beyond the gender, beyond the age. So such kind of way of existence, I think as they're gonna be one of the way of development to communicate with all around the world who have such kind of passion or interest or sense of curiosity about such kind of culture. So I would like to say Coherence is of course a name of the label for the garment, but in the same time kind of a intermediate of the culture. If I can share this kind of feeling with very romanticism or this kind of curiosity about the culture through our item is the best thing for us. And in the same time, so Coherence is much influenced by the art movement like surrealism or Dada or such kind of group movement or group community, kind of a community movement. So I think Coherence was one of the good words to explain such kind of feeling. So. I think because of my inspiration, so mainly from the first half of 20th century, so that's why the moment overcoat was very generous silhouette, and my heart is always on such kind of big volume, move according to with the person, and that is in the same time that is a kind of a very pragmatic and a very, how can I say, ちょっと難しいな説明がね。まあビッグシルエットっていう人がいるけれど、私にとってはそれはコートっていうアイテムが持つ機能が本来持つためのミディアムシルエットだと思ってる。なぜなら体を守らなければいけない。まだほらそういうダウンもなかったゴアテックスとかも機能的な素材がなかった時代に、雨が降ってきたら雨が体の外に落ちなきゃいけないからヘムラインも長くなきゃいけないし、中にたくさん着てるから大きく体を守らなきゃいけないし、だからまあなんていうのかな、服というよりもちっちゃい部屋みたいな機能がコートにはあったはずなんで、その時代は。その時代だから持ってるその美しさにインスピレーションをもらってるから、だからまあこれは、まあ、オーバーサイズとかっていうのは基本的にはそのファッショントレンドのタームであって、我々にとってはこれはオーバーサイズじゃなくて、コートっていうアイテムが持ってる目的としてる本来の機能のためのミディアムフィットだっていうふうに思ってます。Basic aesthetic is the same, I think, but in the same time depends on the timing. Of course, we are started from the overcoat or only focus on a very long length one. But after that, client ask us to would like to wear coherence with the short length or blah blah blah. That is a very natural flow to develop the other category items. But in the same time, I don't think much about coherence as fashion brand. I would like to more focus on produce long life items. That's why, of course, total scale of the collection is not quite huge. In the other words, I try to make my whole collection keep small as I possible, while keep the brilliant of the quality. There is no model completely out from collection. Sometimes came back, and some other one is out for a while and back. And of course, while keep keep supplying the flesh items or flesh models. Our core item is overcoat. So while developing the other category to be able to coordinate with our overcoat. So maybe some gloves, or maybe some caps, or maybe some scarves for future. I'm not for sure right now, but anyway, most important thing is overcoat or outerwear. ありがとうございました。